Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Glad you could join us on this Wednesday morning. We're going to be try to keep this short, probably about 20-25 minutes duration this morning on the IRA season webinar we're doing today. We're going to be discussing a lot of the programs we utilize here at IAMS for smaller deposits, be it an indexed annuity or be it a straight fixed rate annuity. We have some great options on both sides. We have a plan that actually goes down to $100 a month. You do have to set that up on a bank draft in order to have that policy issued. We'll discuss that here in a little bit. We also have plans to go down to $2,000, down to $1,000, down to $5,000. So a lot of different options available in that space. I want to make sure you are aware of what we do have available. We do have a lot of good opportunities in that market right now. See a lot of interest during this time of year based on tax season. We see a lot of people looking for ways to save money on taxes, find different types of investments they can utilize for traditional IRAs. We do have a wide variety. We also have some great plans for SEPs. We can also do Roth IRAs, a lot of good opportunities out there in that space. Want to make sure you are aware of that based on those needs. And I know we do continue to offer our referral program. You can refer agents to IAMS. We do pay a bonus out when the referral gets licensed. We also give you a 20 basis point override on their indexed annuity business. I believe it's half of that for the MIGA business. We do have a market reimbursement also. You can build up money in a marketing account. We do reimburse half of your cost. Has to be a minimum of $400 of bills. We pay $200 of that or to cut a check. So make sure you are aware of that change we did this year based on the minimum to reimburse. We do put $100 in your marketing account for every $100,000 of premium. A great way for IAMS to help you out with your marketing expenses. We also have our new producer program continuing here in 2023. We do have a lot of different items you can pick from based on different levels of production, anywhere from radio shows to seminar systems to cash, iPads, gift cards, whatever you may want. We do have a lot of different opportunities on that side, so keep that in mind. We have a great back office support team here at IAMS. We have a great new business team. We have a great creative team that can help you with all of your needs based on new business questions. We follow your cases through from start to finish. When we receive the app, we scrub it. Typically, there are a few things that need to be updated on those applications. They are 50 pages in length, so there's always things that are missed. And we do have, as I mentioned, a great creative team. We'll be going over their services here shortly and what they offer. We also have a good marketing team. We've got marketers on both the life and annuity sides of the market. Great experience on both sides. We have marketers have been here over 20 years and can help you out with any questions you have on either side. I'm glad to help you out with that. We have seen a drastic increase this year in the number of e-applications being done. We do utilize Firelight with most carriers. We do have a Speeda. They do actually have their own system on their website, but Firelight is the main company we use for e-applications. Definitely helps the sales process and getting policies through the suitability channels. Handwriting is not an issue. Definitely helps on the business processing side of it. So great way to utilize that system. And once you get used to using it, makes your life very much easier, and it really smooths the process and getting these applications through the channels. So definitely keep that in mind. As I did mention, we have a great creative team. We have 4 people in that department. Help you out with advertising. If you want to redo your website, redo your company logo, redo your company colors, they can help you out with all that information. They're also really good about doing different campaigns. Maybe you want to do some social media advertising or do an email campaign. They can help you out with all that, all those details based on those needs. So keep that in mind that they do have that available through the group, and a good way to get your marketing up to 2020 standards and get your website modernized and be able to be with the cutting edge based on those developments. We have a great website you can utilize. IAMS has had up and running for many years now, a couple decades. We have a lot of good information on there. You can upload applications. You can upload the latest rate information. We've got spreadsheets that show you the best income based on your client's needs. We have the latest rates that are available on 2, 3, 5, 7-year rate guarantees, 10-year rate guarantees. You can download the information on that. We have our term calculator on there if you want to do some term calculations for life insurance. You want to look at long-term care options. A lot of different things are available on our website. Really a great one-stop shop. You can go in there and take a look at what we have to offer based on different items, including a number of different marketing ideas and sales pieces in there. We also offer the Retirement Analyzer software package, a great client presentation packet. Really has great presentations that kicks out based on your client's current situation, where they want to be in 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years down the road. Gives you a great overview on different items you can plug in. Maybe they want to buy a car when they retire. You can plug in inflation. You can plug in, different health concerns that might come up. It gives you a great breakdown on, what's their future holds based on retirement needs. Most clients do want to retire with a certain standard of living. It gives them a good overview of what they want to have in their savings in order to reach those numbers. We do offer this to all of our licensed agents that are doing business with us, and it's a great way to keep things moving forward based on those needs. We do have agents that use that Retirement Analyzer software program quite often, and really a nice package, that's for sure. So there's a question regarding the recording of this webinar. We will have it recorded. We will send that out after the webinar itself is done. So you will be getting that from us either this afternoon or tomorrow morning, based on when we get that uploaded and sent out to all the attendees and non-attendees for today's webinar. We have a great wealth management team here. It's a different side of the business. I know that we have had this side open for about 4 years now. We've seen a huge increase in assets based on assets under management. It's a nice tool you can use in the field, having both security side and the insurance side covered. You hate to refer someone down the road, they end up getting licensed up with that other individual, and all of a sudden you lose their business because the other individual is able to do more than you can with them. So definitely keep that in mind when you're looking at possibly picking up a securities license. I know most of our top 20 agents that do business with us have a securities license now. That has completely changed in the last number of years. It used to be hardly anybody had the securities license. Now most of them do, based on those Series 65 needs. It's a great item to have. Clients can take advantage of different investment platforms that can put their risky money with you along with their safe monies and have all the assets under one umbrella. It's a great way keep your clients happy, and then you can produce more production down the road. It's also good to have that recurring income. Is a securities broker on that side with the 1% payouts based on the assets under management. Great way to build up a nice block of recurring income. I'll leave this open for about another 20 seconds. If you have interest in getting more information on the wealth management side of our business, I know Duncan's been here for a while. He has a great presentation he'll go over with you, kind of go over the highs and lows of being in that side of the business, but definitely a item of interest you want to take a look at based on that. I'll give about another 5 seconds to vote. If you want to vote yes or no, get that done for you, and then we'll go ahead and close this up. We also put on life and annuity academies. We have about 3 to 4 of these we do a year. We do some in Des Moines. We do some here in Omaha. We do have one scheduled now for the end of April. It's the last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of the month. I believe it's the 25th. Through the 27th of April, we'll be holding one in Des Moines. It's going to be at one of our home offices, Athene. They take care of your travel. They take care of your food, your lodging. Everything is taken care of. It's a great way to pick up some ideas for sales ideas, closing more sales, getting in front of more individuals. We'll also be reviewing some of the index strategies we've seen the best results on. We'll also be looking at some life insurance marketing ideas, looking at large life case activity. A lot of good information we'll be discussing on that side. We'll also be going over like some different software packages, including the retirement analyzer, going over some things that are available on our website you can utilize via some of the programs we have on that. But a really good way to spend a couple days out of your office. We always see a nice boost in production from the agents that do attend these meetings. We typically bring in between 35 and 40 agents a meeting. We fly out on a Wednesday afternoon, spend Wednesday evening in the meeting, Thursday, Friday morning, and then you would fly back Friday afternoon. So a great way to pick up different sales ideas from some of the different agents from throughout the country. We do a nice forum we do with some of our higher producing agents. They'll be in to the meeting itself, go over some of the ideas they have based on what they use in the field. I'm going to launch another quick poll here. If you have interest in coming out to one of our meetings, again, we'll do one in late April, probably do another one sometime in June or August. Depends on, availability for staffing and such. So we will do another one probably in Omaha, which will be at our office here in Omaha. We typically bring in around 30 agents to that meeting. Kind of limited based on the size of the room we have, but if you do have interest in coming out to the one of our sales meetings, mark off yes. If you've been in the past, if it's been a couple of years since you've been, we can typically bring you out about once every 3 years. But really a nice round block of information you'll be getting from us, and then different sales items. We bring in Dave Pemper, our sales coach. We'll bring in a few agents to go over, some sales ideas they utilize in the field, but definitely a worth your time. I'll leave this open for about another 20 seconds. But if you'd like to come out to one of our meetings, definitely check off yes. We'll go ahead and get you signed up for one of those academies, and should be a really good time to get involved with that. I know we've seen agents that are starting to do seminars again right now. They're getting large blocks of people that want to attend these. I know we went through a couple of years there with COVID where agents weren't doing these in person, but now that they are again, we are definitely seeing a lot of interest. We've had to close registration a couple of the meetings. One guy had over 140 people sign up for 2 nights. He had 70 buying units a night sign up, and he ended up with like 50 buying units there to each meeting. I think he made about 20 different appointments based on that with each meeting he did. So definitely worth your time and reviewing that seminar systems that are being utilized now in the space. So definitely keep that in mind based on what you're looking to utilize to get in front of more clients this year. Definitely seeing a nice increase in the seminar side. And most of these seminars they're doing are informational based, not offering meals, much better cost, and they're utilizing Facebook and different social media sites to get in front of people and get them to sign up for these meetings. We also have presence on Facebook and LinkedIn, and if you want to look at us on either of those social media sites, look up Insurance Agency Marketing Services on Facebook and also on LinkedIn, and be able to follow us on both those sites. I know we're looking at IRA season right now. It is not rabbit season. It is IRA season. So we'll go ahead and get started on today's meeting. And we have seen a increase here in 2023 on the limits on deposits based on your income. From ages 0 to 49, the new limit is $6,500, and from ages 50 plus, it is $7,500 you can put in is a traditional IRA deposit. You can do a Roth IRA deposit. It depends on your income. There is a limitation. If you are in some of the higher income brackets, you are limited on how much you can put in the traditional IRA, but a lot of times you can put money into a Roth. Again, Roth IRAs are really good IRA options for someone that's in a higher income bracket. And the good thing about Roth IRAs is the principal and the interest earned are all going to be tax-free for the individual that opens that Roth IRA. There is a 5-year waiting period before you can start taking money out of these accounts and get the full tax-free status. But for someone that is younger that wants to get started on saving money for the future, I think a Roth IRA is a great way to go because you have years of growth ahead of them. If they can average 5-6% returns and get a nice block of money sitting in a Roth IRA account, they can utilize that in retirement. They can also get that passed on to the next generation, and they'll have 10 years of no taxation on those funds. So great way to go on that side, great opportunities in that space. Again, we're going to be discussing some of the carriers we have that do go to lower deposits, and we'll talk about American Life, American National, Equitrust, Guggenheim, Life of the Southwest, National Western Life, Atlantic Coast, and Sentinel are some of the carriers we have that have much lower upfront deposits, great matching for doing IRA deposits because typically a lot of carriers you have to put in $10,000 to start the policy. A lot of individuals doing these IRA deposits want to start with $6,000 or $5,000. We do have a lot of carriers that will go that low, including American Life, American Classic, multi-rate guarantee. They have a 5-year option on this. It does go down to $1,000 in deposit. Currently, that rate is at 5.4. Your clients can earn 5.4 all years. The first 5 years of the contract goes down to $1,000 on deposit, so a much lower deposit. It is a single premium plan, so it'd be one you want to put one deposit in and move on, but really a nice combination there. American National Life has their 2 indexed annuities called the Annuity Plus 7, Annuity Plus 10. I believe they both go down to $5,000 in deposit. They do have some decent strategies on those. They are indexed annuities, so you have both an indexed and a fixed option to choose from on those contracts, and some good strategies to utilize based on that. We do a lot of business right now with the Equitrust Market 10. It goes down to $5,000 on qualified funds. It is a flexible premium policy throughout the contract. Good thing about that plan, you can earn a 6% bonus on all deposits the first 5 years. Currently, their fixed rate's at 4. Their index cap rate is at 8. So if you put all the money in the fixed account the first year, your client puts in their monies, they're guaranteed a 10% return on all deposits that first year. So really a nice combination there based on that Equitrust Market 10. That plan also has return of premium function. So if your client wants to take their money out at any time, they can. No surrender charge. They're able to get their principal back. Fully 100% vested on the principal, and they can take those dollars out in a lump sum whenever they want. The one thing to keep in mind, it does have a chargeback on commissions. The first 2 years, if your client were to surrender the policy in the first 2 years, there'd be a commission chargeback based on that. Life of the Southwest is a company that we've had around for a little while. They are very interesting what they allow a client to start with. They can start with $100 a month, $100 initial deposit. So you can start with a very low amount of money And then currently it has very competitive fixed and indexed rates. Fixed rate around 4. It has an index cap rate around 10. So you're able to earn much better returns. These are the highest rates I've seen on this product since we've had it. It's called the Fit Growth. $100 a month minimum deposit, and you can start that out with $100. You get to set up on a bank draft in order to buy that policy. There's also a secure income plan. It's built more for income. The interest rates are slightly lower, but for someone that wants to put money into a investment and utilize it down the road for income needs, that secure income plan would be a good option to go with based on that. So again, Life in the Southwest is the company we have that has the extremely low deposits, $100 a month. Great combination there, and do keep that in mind. National Western Life is another carrier we have that goes down to very low initial deposits. They'll go down to $5,000. You can go with their Ultra Classic, has a very high commission, around 10%. It also has the Ultra Future Annuity, has a 9% bonus on first year deposits, 4.5% bonus on the next 4 years. Commission's a little bit lower on that one, but very good product for your client based on what it offers on that program. Guggenheim, which is now known as Clear Spring, has their Highlander series. There's a 7 and a 10-year contract, goes down to $5,000. They did double the bonus on their 10-year contract. It is now at 8% bonus. It was at 4, but you can earn an 8% bonus. It's got very competitive cap rates and fixed rates on that contract. Goes down to $5,000 in deposits. Very strong combination. So if you'd like to get some information from us on something we've covered so far, we'll be covering a couple more products here before we end the webinar. But if you do have interest, mark off yes. We'll go ahead and get you some additional information. I'll be calling everyone that did participate on today's webinar. More than happy to discuss what's available out there in the field with these different companies. If you have interest in getting more information on Life in the Southwest on that Fit Growth Annuity, that's been popular. Of course, you're not going to make a lot of money on that contract. You're making 6 or 7% on $100. That's not going to pay for much, but if you get a client on board today and have them on board for a number of years, you never know if they might, inherit some money, have a life insurance deposit come their way, win a lottery. You never know what could happen in these situations. So do keep that in mind. It's a good way to get some younger individuals on board. Once you have them on board, they might have parents that have money or an aunt and uncle that have money. They can refer you to them, and then you can be able to get more lucrative returns based on those other clients. So definitely a situation where it's good to have something available for these clients that don't have a lot of money to start with. They start making deposits. They like the way you do business, and you will probably get referrals to some other individuals that may have more money than them, and that definitely makes it worth your while to get them on board. I'm gonna leave this open for about another 15 seconds or so on that voting. But if you do have interest in getting some more information on anything we have covered so far, mark off yes. Otherwise, you can mark off no. I'm gonna go ahead and get this closed by another 5 seconds. So get that closed up here. Again, Guggenheim has that Highlander series. There's a 7 and a 10-year version. Both go down to $5,000 deposit. The 10-year has a nice bonus. 7-year does not have a bonus, but has very strong interest rates. Definitely a good way to go. Atlantic Coast Life and Sentinel are 2 other carriers we offer. They go down to lower deposits. They do have Sentinel that goes down to a $2,500 deposit. Atlantic Coast is at $5,000. They both have 5-year contracts now. that have a 5.65% return. So great combination there. They go to age 85, really a strong combo. And they have their sister companies, so they're some states, maybe one company's not available, the other company will probably be available in that state. You need to cover most of the country with these contracts. We have seen a good block of business going to Sentinel in Atlantic Coast recently due to these higher interest rates. We also have a company we just brought on called Farmers. They have a 5 3/4 rate guaranteed for 5 years. It does require higher deposits, so you would want to put in a total of $10,000. What you could do there is put in your 2022 deposit and your 2023 deposit, combine those into one deposit. In that way, you can exceed that $10,000 minimum. So, as I mentioned, we are going to keep this down to about 25 minutes duration today. We did go over a lot of information. Again, we do have a lot of options available on lower deposit annuities. We do see a block of these coming in this time of year. We see a lot of business coming in late February, March, and early April on these IRA deposits, traditional IRAs for 2022 and 2023. Again, the government did bump up the deposit limits by $500 here in 2023. A great way for your client to put additional money away for the future. We did see a nice rally in the stock market here in January. February has been a little bit shaky. I think it's up maybe 1 or 2% in February, but January is killer, up between 7 and 10%, depending on the market side you were in. Did see a lot of clients with some nice gains. We're still a little bit behind from last year based on year to year on these annual resets. On the index side, we're still not seeing positive gains yet, but we hope we will be by the time May comes around. I know the stock market's still down about 5 to 10% from a year ago, but is definitely making gains based on it being down around 20% just a few weeks ago. So definitely heading in the right direction right now on these index returns. Hopefully we'll see some decent returns by the last half of this year. Again, if you do have any questions, my name is Matt. I'm in the marketing department here at IAMS. We'll greatly appreciate you joining us today. We look forward to giving everyone a call after this meeting, and we look forward to a great first quarter and second quarter of 2023. Great interest rates right now. Great time to be in this space. These are the highest rates I've seen in 20 years. Definitely a selling opportunity out there right now. We see a lot of fixed business being sent in. We see a lot of index business being sent in with the fixed rates being utilized here for the first year. And if you combine those with some of the bonus rates out there, a great combination. Otherwise, everyone have a great week. Enjoy your end of winter. I know we got a big storm rolling here tonight. We'll see how it plays out here, but appreciate your time with me today. We look forward to a very prosperous 2023. Thank you.